Lincoln Public Schools is raising the alarm over two bills that could cut millions of dollars in revenue. If either of the bills are passed, LPS says it will be forced to make some very tough decisions and possibly cut programs.
Tonight, the school board discussed the impact it would have next school year and beyond.
This revenue cap seems like a cold smack in the face to people that work every day with everybody else's children.
The Lincoln School Board is facing the possibility of a decrease in millions of dollars of revenue. Last year, state lawmakers gave schools more funding. In turn, they set a 3% revenue growth cap for school districts. The goal was to provide property tax relief. But local school boards can vote to override that growth cap depending on community feedback and their needs. Now, two new bills in the legislature would take away the ability to override that cap. LPS says one of the bills would result in a decrease of about $14 million for the district in the next school year. The other, a $28 million decrease. This is putting pressure on the school board, which will have to decide how to make up for that.
But I think the general public does need to understand these cuts, we'll probably try to keep them as far away as from the classroom as we can, but that means things like cutting add-ons like the Career Academy or cutting athletic programs. And so the general public needs to know that's what's going to happen if either of these bills go through.
Liz-Standish is the Associate Superintendent for Business Affairs at LPS. She says the bills could have long-term effects as well, primarily with hiring and retaining teachers.
We've recently approved a 4.55% increase with the Lincoln Teachers Association. We are in a labor shortage in education, and so we're having to look at wages and benefits as a way to address that shortage. That will result in the need to grow our budget by about $20 million next year, and so we'll be facing that pressure where the budget needs to grow against the backdrop of dropping revenue.
Standish testified against both bills in the legislature, and several school board members spoke out against them at the meeting, saying they will have a negative effect on students and staff alike.
This is not good for students. This is not good for families. This is not good for communities, and it's certainly not good for our economy.
We'll be following along with this story as it progresses, and we break it down into more detail on our website at klkntv.com.